Back for another DREKKERFEST beer review. What do we got on tap?
Today we have Hot Tin Roof, Raspados Style Sour. You're probably going to correct my pronunciation there. Collaboration for Drekker Brewing with Tripping Animals Brewing in Miami, Florida.
I like that brewery name.
Oh, I've shown you some of their cans too. They are bangers. There's one, I can't remember what it's called, but it's basically mice dressed up like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And it was a pretty good beer too.
It's a trip, some might say.
No notes on pronunciation.
No notes.
No notes. Let's roll it out.
A Raspados Style Sour.
Do we want to hear the gimmicks or wait?
We gotta hear the gimmicks after.
Okay, fair enough.
You can't lead with gimmicks.
That's true.
Guides what we think.
I didn't hold it by the mic to do that. Let
That's okay.
Let me imitate
Let's
it.
just
Ready?
grab the other one. Oh,
Ready?
wait, there's not.
Ready? Listen to this.
Where's the sound?
Wait. How did you do that?
Uh-oh.
How did you do that?
We got bubbles.
He made the noise and the bubbles started.
Boobles.
I'm a wizard, Harry.
Better start pouring.
All right.
That shit's radioactive. Oh
Dude,
my
that
goodness.
is...
What? That's juicy.
Heyo.
That is juicy. Wait, where did you get that glass?
I don't know.
I think that was one of his. I'll keep mine over here. It is bubbling up. Quite
Wow.
a bit.
Dude, that is...
The whole thing is bubbly. The whole thing is bubbling.
Right, I've never seen a beer where the
On the
whole
nose,
beer
it
was
is
the head,
interesting.
but also liquid.
Dude, this looks like that radioactive one you had early days of the podcast.
That was a nightmare.
What's the nose?
Very orange.
Soccer practice. As a youth.
Yeah.
No, halftime at soccer.
I was going to say after soccer practice.
Halftime.
Where like Braden's mom brought orange slices.
Dude, that's so funny because Braden's mom did bring me orange slices as a kid.
I'm a niche comic.
Yeah, this is what? Orange juice? 100%. Cheers, boys.
Yeah.
Whoa. That is like
Never mind.
not at all.
Mango.
Dude, honestly, that...
It is the most subtle mango that just like has a bright, sharp. It seems sweet, but it's not sweet. I don't know what
Why
to
does
call
it smell orange though, but taste mango?
Yo, 2 ounces of that with 6 ounces of champagne on a Sunday morning, watching whatever sport you want to watch. Holy damn.
I'd have that every morning.
Get some
to be
bubbles
honest.
up in
Also,
this
Isha,
thing.
I think you just smelled orange because you saw orange.
Probably.
Man, I know
that's
I'm
definitely mango.
colorblind, but that's looking yellow to me.
It is.
But no,
it's like yellow orange, yeah.
Picture it with a little bubble action in there, a little crispness, a little pop. Like you're watching, if you're a Formula One fan out there, you're watching an early race.
bubbles.
If you're watching those UK football games, if you're watching a replay of some Saturday college games, like
Hit me with the gimmicks.
the gimmicks in
There's mango floaties in this.
the Hot Tin Roof, the Raspados Style Sour. Gimmick number 1, mango,
Hot.
Nailed it.
pineapple.
Okay, yeah.
Didn't taste that.
All right, listen to this.
I
boys.
got pineapple in that.
Coconut slushy mix.
Nope. I
Define that.
I got the slushy mix. Just
I
got
got
coconut.
no coconut, but I have definitely pineapple.
Sweetened condensed milk.
The
This
So
is
we are
like-
lactose infused, and you can tell.
My wife
We're
is.
not lactose intolerant here, anybody?
Oh,
I'm tolerant of all views. My wife is like obsessed with the like dried mango like
Oh, I love those.
bites. And
yes,
that's
the Trader
basically-
Joe's dried mango slices.
That's
Costco's-
basically what I'm getting here.
Dude, yeah, it's the liquid version of Trader Joe's dried mango slices.
You know, you don't taste any pineapple, eh? I taste so much of it now that you
A
mentioned
touch
it.
now that you've said it, but I didn't taste it before I was told to smell it or taste it.
That's what I was chasing that. There's something else other than mango here, and
Chasing the dragon.
what gave it that little bit more of a like citrusy, pungent taste. That's definitely that's the pineapple. That's what I was.
Okay.
Wow.
It's good. Mango,
I really
definitely.
Honestly,
This one's
I
great.
really like this one a lot.
Nope, this is one of the top ones for me.
I feel like these could all be just like put a fork in it and like cut it with a knife. They're so thick. And I am, again, not that flavor. Like, I am not that species of beer type fan, but Drekker knows what they're doing in terms of flavor.
Of course.
I am not deterred by any of these beers.
You were a little deterred by the Thin Mint.
There was one. Okay, there was one. I was like, okay, that's
you
good.
Appreciated that, like, it is exactly what was advertised. It's just
Your physical reaction to it was incredible.
I think it wasn't great, but it wasn't a bad beer.
No, just wasn't your style.
I think I am a firm believer that beer should enhance the conversation, not be the conversation. Ooh. And I think that beer was trying to be too much of the conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, all of these beers, again, are themed off of different expressions, idioms of cats. Because DREKKERFEST 9 theme, cats have 9 lives. Can art is a little dark, but I love it. This one, Hot Tin Roof. This was the other one that I hadn't personally heard of. Cat on a hot tin roof. This is used to describe someone who's in a state of extreme nervous worry.
Panic.
Basically restless or skittish, like you can't really sit still. Like the example I saw a bunch of places is like, pacing in the hospital waiting room while people are, while
giving
your
birth.
Family member is like in there, So this one for me, and this is probably going to be dated by the time it drops, but I don't care. Today, Ryan Hartman hasn't signed his contract, and after the contracts that were given out to Matt Zuccarello and Marcus Foligno, when we've basically been promised that Ryan Hartman will be extended as well, we are all pacing right now like, oh my God, how bad is this going to be?
Yeah, I'm worried. I'm worried it's going to be like north of $6 million.
See, you think 6, and a lot of people online have been saying like, oh, it'll be a 3x3 or 3x3.5, and I'm like, no.
He has been one of their best centers. There's no way he's making less than Foligno. No way. Not even like.
Yeah, we just don't have that game. We do not have that strong center who can dictate and pace a game like Hartman can.
He's also just a rat, which we love.
I love a corner rat. I love a guy who's going to get dirty, but I also love a guy who understands the cadence of a game. I love a guy who can speed things up and tone things down and dictate to his guys, and the guys know how to react. Hartman is I grew up as a basketball guy. I played basketball. I watched basketball. He is a point guard in terms of how he sees the game, how he sees his guys moving. He knows how the game develops. And Hartman is absolutely worth whatever dollars we are going to spend on him, in my opinion.
But that's the thing. I agree with you. It just sucks that the team is where they're at right now, where it's like we need to make spaces for young guys and we need to shed some of these players who are still on this team and get some assets for them. And
do we feel we have an old team right now? Do you guys feel we have an old team?
It's not old, it's aging.
It's not old, but if you lock up these guys for the next few years, then there's no room for these young guys who are just about to pop. And it's like, why did you build this unbelievable crop of young guys if you're not going to allow them to play in the national
Well, Isha, they're going to trade them and get more draft picks so that they can do it again. And then it's just exactly. Going.
Is Minnesota a stepping stone?
Ooh.
Just in all regards.
It's a feeder program for everyone.
Is Minnesota
has been
is Nashville is like Atlanta? Are these building block teams? Like these are middling teams. Always kind of Nashville. Okay, not so much, but like teams that are there or thereabouts. Guys.
Drafted to develop, put up points, sign the big deal somewhere else.
Boom.
Gabrick with the Rangers-esque.
Yeah. All things lead to us being like a 2 to 3 years. Exactly.
To the Rangers, of course.
Exactly.
He's going to New York.
Kaprizov is going East Coast. Like, that's just like that has just been the pattern.
Going Florida for sure.
You need to understand that, like, just patterns are patterns for a reason. Yeah. Cliches are cliches for a reason. Has Minnesota become a cliche stepping stone state? Like in whatever association.
In general.
Yeah.
It's where every athlete buys their first house because it's cheaper than in Florida.
Yeah, because you get 400. I was about to go 400,000 square feet, and I was like, nobody like if you have a fourth
compound.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's like a small incorporated city.
I'll defend Ryan Hartman though in the sense that like do we want to box people out of like being in the top 6? No. I also see him as being like a Brian Rust light, where you can play him on the first line, second line, third line, fourth line, doesn't matter. He's going to find a way to fit the mold and play the role that he needs to.
That's
he
fine.
has the skill set to span across
And I'm
them.
happy with that.
I think long term, the plan is he's going to be a middle 6 guy.
Hey, I agree with that. Him and his agent, they're gonna want to be paid though, and that's
By the way, kudos to all these guys for making their money. I'm never going to begrudge a guy for taking money.
No, I just wish it wasn't in Minnesota. That's all.
I am happy. I am happy. I have always been a fan of consistency. And when we can carry over things that are working and weed out things that aren't working, I am always going to be a fan of that. And I think what we started in 2021, what we kind of fell back on in 2022, what we're really going to develop in this year, I think, is that team fluidity, chemistry. Like it is getting back to like really old school hockey, which is pass and depend on your teammates. It's not going to be one superstar. We have Kaprizov, yes, but I think last year was evidence of like this guy's talents without the right support don't go anywhere. Like if he doesn't have his Matts and if he doesn't have his Ryans and if he doesn't have his, his blue line to like really back him up, his star doesn't shine without the right support system. And it's like, when are we going to figure out the balance between having strong chemistry, having strong team unity, and also empowering our all-stars to be all-stars?
So in conclusion, when are the Wild going to get a top center?